fuck up! Now me you plan this plan for me. Alex! Come Alex! So you first plan say Alex! Alex, you hear him? So you want me? Alex, you want me? Alex, don't die! Alex, don't die! Alex, I will kill you!
Think about this. Getting married to the person you love, settling in your new home, and expecting the beginning of a beautiful new chapter, only to discover, barely a week into the marriage, your husband has already brought legal documents into the house and wants you to sign away everything you spent years building.
Babe! Darling! Yes! We have a visitor here, okay? Please calm down.
This is exactly what happens to Sharon. The marriage between Sharon and Alex is barely a week old, but instead of enjoying their newlywed phase, they are already locked in a serious argument. The issue is Sharon's entire property. Alex insists that Sharon signs documents transferring ownership of the things she owns to him, but Sharon refuses.
What's going on?
What do you think was going on? This is my wife is quite funny, she's a comedian sometimes. You were there at the wedding, I mean, the elders said it to us that, everything the woman owns now belongs to the man, has to be transferred to the man, every single thing. So that's why he's here.
She has spent years working, building companies, establishing businesses, and acquiring properties. These are not things she inherited overnight. They are the results of years of sacrifice. So when Alex suddenly expects her to hand them over simply because they are married, Sharon cannot understand his reasoning.
At the traditional wedding, it was spelled out in black and white that every single thing you own, you must transfer to the husband, to your husband, and you were there, you attested to that.
She reminds him that she worked for everything she has.
So you want me to transfer everything that I have worked hard for? My companies, my properties to you,
to
Alex.
To us.
But Alex has his own explanation. According to him, they are married now, which means they are one.
It's tradition.
I'll think about it.
There's nothing to think about. Woman, there's nothing to think about, okay? Stop wasting my time or this gentleman's time. Please, sign these documents. I don't understand what's all this for.
And if they are one, then whatever belongs to Sharon should also belong to him. To Alex, it is that simple. But Sharon does not see marriage that way. She believes marriage means building a life together, not automatically surrendering everything she owned before meeting him. So she refuses to sign. And that refusal changes the atmosphere immediately. Alex does not treat her answer as a normal disagreement between husband and wife. He takes it as defiance. He starts questioning why she is making things difficult. Why does she not trust him?
I'm not serious. Woman! Hey! Woman, what did you just say?
Why is she protecting her own property from her husband? But Sharon has an even bigger question. Why is her husband so desperate to own everything she has? This is the same man she's trusted enough to marry. Yet barely 1 week into their marriage, he focuses on her assets, her companies, businesses, and properties. And the more Sharon refuses, the angrier Alex becomes. He insists that the traditional marriage ceremony already established the arrangement. According to him, the elders made it clear that once a woman gets married, what she owns becomes her husband's. But Sharon refuses to accept that. She reminds him that tradition does not erase the years she spent building her businesses and acquiring her properties. She will not sign anything simply because she is being pressured. At this point, the argument is no longer about paperwork, it's about control. Alex wants to establish that he is the husband and therefore the one who makes the decisions. Sharon is making it clear that being his wife does not become powerless. And then she notices something even more disturbing. Alex is no longer behaving like the man she knew before marriage. Before they got married, she saw him as a loving partner who wanted to build a future with her. Now, barely a week later, he seems completely focused on what she owns. And naturally, a frightening thought enters Sharon's mind. Could it be that Alex did not marry her only because he loved her?
Why are you in a hurry? We We just got married few days ago. It seems like this whole marriage thing is dependent on signing of this document.
Could her wealth have been part of the attraction all along? Because if a man wants to build a life with you, why would his first major demand after marriage be for you to surrender everything you own? Sharon refuses to give him the answer he wants. She tells him that if she ever signs anything, it will be on her own terms. But Alex is not satisfied. He's beginning to see her independence as a challenge to his authority. And this is only the beginning, because when Alex realizes he cannot convince Sharon by himself, he decides to bring someone else into the argument.
Alex, I am signing that document. And if I'm signing it, you are not going to force me to do it. Nobody's going to force me to do it. I will do it on my own terms. Do you understand me? I'm beginning to think that you got married to me because of this property.
Yeah.
Someone he believes will finally make her understand. A lawyer. And that is where this marriage is about to get even more complicated. Alex has made his position clear. He believes that because Sharon is now his wife, everything she owns should be available to him. But Sharon refuses to cooperate. So Alex brings in a lawyer, expecting the legal explanation to finally settle the matter. He probably expects the lawyer to look at the documents, explain Sharon's obligations as a wife, and convince her to sign. Instead, the lawyer gives him the exact opposite answer.
Maybe she's trying to protect herself from something. I don't know. You just have to ask her.
Whose side are you on? No, are you on my side or her side?
I am on the side of what is legal. What is right. She has to do this willingly.
He makes it clear that Sharon has to sign willingly. Alex cannot force her to transfer her properties to him. And this immediately frustrates him. The very person he brought in to strengthen his argument is now telling him he has no right to force his wife to sign. Alex is clearly unhappy. Rather than accepting the explanation, he starts complaining about Sharon's attitude. He cannot understand why his own wife would refuse to cooperate with him. But Sharon stands her ground. She has said she will never compromise. She is simply refusing to be pressured into giving away everything she owns. And that distinction matters, because Alex does not seem interested in compromise. He wants control. Eventually, the lawyer leaves. The argument does not end there. With the lawyer gone, Alex returns to the same issue, now focusing on submission and tradition. According to him, a woman is supposed to submit completely to her husband. He believes tradition supports his position that Sharon should accept his authority without questioning him. But Sharon challenges the idea. She refuses to believe that being a submissive wife means surrendering everything she worked for. And now, the deeper the problem in their marriage becomes obvious. Alex and Sharon are not even arguing about the same thing anymore. Alex is talking about authority, Sharon is talking about independence. Alex believes marriage means he should have control. Sharon believes marriage should mean partnership, and neither of them is willing to back down.